The Cormorant. The Cormorant was arguably one of the most used destroyers for quite a long time. Its ability to fit long range setups along with decent output due to its bonuses of tracking speed and optimal range, and having its roll bonus to optimal range. This destroyer is, in my opinion, can be used effectively in both PvE and PvP. There is no ifs or buts about it. It can do both highly effectively. But it's also recently undergone a redesign. I have to say I prefer the original, but the redesign does look cool. Attributes wise, it has a fairly decent amount of hit points of shield, armor, and structure, especially for a destroyer. It's got a decent capacitor, fairly substandard warp speed, a decent standard maximum targeting range, but with long range targeting, rail setup with tracking enhancers, etc. It can reach out to quite far. It's often used in faction warfare space by pilots who are camping gates or inside complexes, and they're sat sort of 60 to 80 kilometers away. Frigates come in, try to kill them. They just absolutely blap them without even trying. And it's good for missions as well. Micro warp drive snipe setup, warp into the mission area, immediately double click down, get away from your NPCs and just start blapping them basically. No drone bay, however, on this one. Fitting wise, it's got 8 high power slots, 3 medium and 2 lows, and I think is that 7 on the high, so you can fit 7 turrets, but really it's a shield extender setup, not really an active tank. There's very few fits for this that are active tanks. It's more of a passive tank, maintain your range kind of thing. Skills wise, newbies will have to train Caldari Destroyer to level 1. Other than that, you would already have Frigate and Spaceship Command. And if you're going to be using the ship a lot, if you fall in love with the ship, the mastery levels are not an achievement system. They are there to help you understand your ship, and they are there to help you pilot your ship more effectively, from fitting to DPS output to tanking ability, speed, etc. All of it comes into the skill process, etc. The variation of this is 2. One of them is an interdictor called a flycatcher. We'll be covering that in a later video, so I'm not going to go into that one now. The other one is the Cormorant Navy issue, which again we will be covering in another video, but it has better stats than the original Cormorant. But those are the 2 variations of said ship. Industry-wise, the blueprint is fairly decently priced, and all of the materials can be found in high security space to build. The tritanium and pyrite can be found in 1.0 to 0.8 space, and the mexilin and isogen can be found in 0.7 to 0.5. You're looking for either kernite or omber to mine to get those 2 materials in decent quantities to build, but that is not a lot of materials. You can get that quite easily just using a venture. Skins wise, it has quite a few. None of them particularly stand out. I mean, the Visual Firestorm's pretty decent, but none of them really stand out as, oh my god, check me out kind of thing, apart from the Abyssal Firestorm skin. But again, it's going to be down to your personal preference. I mean, the State Police one's pretty decent. Triglavian Twilight there, and also you've got the Vital Shift Ego. So it has some decent skins, but it has a lot of them, and the cooler ones will cost you more. Alright, that is the Cormorant, and if you found this video helpful, entertaining, educational, instructive, or just me being a dick helped, then subscribe to the channel. See you soon.